What's up, fam? Welcome to another exciting session of In the Boot. It's yours truly, VMac. And listen, I want to thank all of you guys for just being a part and supporting In the Boot. And hey, I hope that you guys were motivated and inspired not just to exist in the music industry, but to win in every area of music as you endeavor to be great. And listen, like none other, today is like none other session. We're on the road and we visited and we stopped by and we're here now at Gotstyks Studios, and I'm here with Elevation Award, 2018 Elevation Award Music Producer of the Year. I'm talking to none other than the man himself, Mr. Freddie Gotstyks Seymour. What's going on, bro? Welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Well, first of all, before we go any further, I just want to extend my congratulations to you and my hats off to you for every single accomplishment that you have made and you and your camp has made over the last couple of years. And I've been seeing it, I've been hearing it, and man, hats off to you, man. You're just doing it big.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Well, listen. You know, we've designed In the Boot to help artists not just exist but to win in the music industry. And today, what we want to basically come in here and talk to you about being a producer that has, soared many heights and has had their accomplishments in the area of successfully producing some of the top Bahamian artists, from the likes of Wendy and Dyson, and the list goes on. We basically want to stop by here and get your advice on what does it take and why, what is the importance of finding the right producer for your sound?
Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of hard work. For one, you got to be ready to put in the work, and chemistry. I think, like you said, Wendy and Dyson. I think we just have great chemistry. So that's something that happened. Started working with Wendy maybe like 2010 or 2011. So that's been a steady progression. We just kind of clicked and worked on music from then, and just been growing and learning each other ever since. And just evolving our sounds together. Really.
So would you say that the role of a producer is to help define an artist's sound in terms of, because we got some artists like I said on the other show, we got some artists out there that is just in their mind that I got this Beyonce voice, but when they come inside the studio, they may have a Beyonce voice on the stage, but their studio sound and execution may be completely different. Why is it important for an artist to actually pay close attention to defining that sound and in order to make a great sound?
Well, with the producer, by definition, I mean, we're pretty much almost controlling and crafting the creative direction of song or artist. So finding a producer that definitely works with your sound and who you are. If you are a Beyonce, then you need a producer that's going to complement that and bring and pull the best out of that, and make you sound like the best Beyonce you can be. If you're not a Beyonce, then we have to find a producer that's going to match that and help bring whatever the best that your sound and what you have to bring to the table.
So is it a good idea, because certain producers have their strengths and their weaknesses. So for an artist that may be a hip hop artist, is it a good idea for that artist to go to a predominantly R&B producer? Is that a good move for an artist to make?
Not really. Now, I'd say for an artist in general, it's gonna be tough. Is ideally you want to pair with, if you're doing hip hop, go with hip hop producer. But nowadays you have a lot of songs that probably cross over into like multiple genres. So I think depending on the song you're working on, I think you should probably go more so by a song basis. Whereas if you're gonna do a hip hop song, go to a hip hop producer. If you're a hip hop artist and you may want to cross over into like pop market, go to someone that possibly does that, But because I know a lot of artists sometimes too, they don't want to be boxed in by one genre, So which you have artists that straddle the fence between pop, hip hop, even country, whatever, gospel, whatever it might be. So I think handle it by song basis and just really knowing your audience, and that really tells right what you need to do, what kind of work in the direction you need to head while you're in the studio, and having the right producer for that definitely helps.
So I know a lot of producers. I have a lot of producer friends, and they would constantly tell me, I've heard a lot of producers say in the past. I don't know if it's still the thing now, but they would say, I don't really listen to the radio. I don't really listen to. I want to be creative. I want to be authentic. They say a lot of producers say they don't really listen to, or study in-depth music because they want to be authentic with their sound and becoming original with that. Like, what steps do producers take to know what radio, for instance, is looking for in a great song? Because you got good songs that could just fly by, good album fillers, et cetera, et cetera. What steps do you as a producer take to know that, listen, this artist may have brought me a good song, but I need to make sure that this is a great song because this needs to play on the radio and I need to get my Grammy or whatever notable award that is warranted for this song? How do a producer go about making a good song, turning a good song into a great song?
You got to study the craft. You got to put in the work. You got to practice. You got to do your homework. Whether it's listening to the radio, for me personally, I don't listen to the radio a lot just because I'm just busy. And a lot of times when I'm in the car, I'm listening to my mixes. So I'm like double checking mixes and stuff like that. So, or I'm learning songs or studying songs that I have my playlist. So, but I still try to keep up with the radio as much as I can because that is part of the goal and that's part of what I'm having to deliver for clients. So I definitely say, it's the internet. You definitely got to pay attention to the charts, what's happening, what's trending. Follow the blogs, whether you're following, you should have your list of producers that you even follow too and see what they're doing, who are the trailblazers and what are they on to the next thing, what's hot. So I think you definitely got to do your homework. You got to put in the work. You got to study. Yeah.
So as we get ready to wrap up and really go down and give us a list of some of your most notable tracks that you have produced as a producer, so people can kind of get an idea, because a lot of times producers out there they don't necessarily, especially here in the Bahamas, in the Bahamian market, they don't necessarily get the notoriety that they would need, like how in the U.S. or around the other markets, like you even if your song ain't a hit as an artist, you are a hit artist because of who you invested your money in as a producer or who you paid your money to produce your track. So sometimes your song, you probably ain't even all that as an artist, but the fact that you work with a high level producer, you legit. I playing this song just because. So you as a producer, we want to be able to give a lot of shout outs and prep to you as a producer. So people out there that's watching that may be looking for the producer, that may be looking for that sound but have a challenge doing that. Shoot us off about some of your favorite 5 top songs that you have produced.
Ooh, that's tough. Top 5 favorite. I'd say Count Gone. I produced that one in partnership with DNT. That one was, I think, the most challenging in terms schedule-wise, because I got to work with pretty much everybody, Randy Dyson, Bodine, Sketch, Rick, Sammy, Erica, Fanshawn, Tonash, MDs, like everyone was on that song. So that was like that was a pretty big one and pretty fun to work on, and it caused me to stretch a little bit as a producer, trying to tailor the song so everyone doesn't, so everyone can fit, and that nothing seems quite out of place, because there was a whole lot of different artists, being on one project. I'd say Randy Ain't Missing It, which the music video just won an award, Elevation Music Video Award. Right, and is now nominated for International Soca Awards. Yeah, that's definitely a great one. I'd say probably the latest ones, because I think we've kept getting better, as we continue to work. Fling It Up, which we just released, like maybe like a month now. Attitude is doing big things as well. Dyson Night, Just Vibes. Attitude by Wendy, of course. Just Vibes. That song is just full of vibes. So that was pretty dope working on. Yeah, appreciate it.
So with all that being said, as a producer, you know, especially being in the Bahamas and being here, you know, you are, you know, we have been connected for years now, and you have had the opportunity to do some amazing things internationally. You're a Full Sail graduate, right? So you've done some stuff with Full Sail. You just, you know, how did that make you feel coming back to the Bahamas and just giving back in this and just knowing that your work is being notarized out there as a producer?
It's a great feeling, you know, especially to come home and have your people recognize you. You know, it's more warming to have, you know, that's like a mother hugging you, you know, versus a stranger. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's definitely a good heartwarming feeling for me.
Awesome. Now, as we get ready to wrap up this session, I just want you to, if there was three advice, if there were three things that you as a producer would expect for an artist before coming into the studio, what does an artist have to do to prepare their mindset, to prepare their mind before walking into a Gotstyks Studios? What are three things that an artist has to be prepared for before walking in here in order for you to deliver the best sound and a great song for them?
Okay, three things. I'd say definitely find yourself as an artist. Know your sound, know your lane, know your audience that you're going to be targeting. Come with a plan and a budget, because you know it's nothing like having the shortcut plans about something that could be a great song, but now you have to settle for like, oh, it's just gonna be a good song because now, you know, it's time restraints, budget restraints, and just be creative. You know, just create, stretch the boundaries. Yeah.
Now, just before, I know we've been saying this all session, but the other question I've noticed here is we live in a cultural society, and so artists sometimes experiment very heavily based on culture. You know, soca has become something really, really big. We have seen a lot of R&B artists transition into soca music. Yeah, I've even seen some hip hop artists try to try that, because when you live in the Bahamas, in some instances, that is probably the quickest way for an artist to get to a chart, doing that level of music. Quickest level for an artist to get a gig or get a check or be consistent on a stage. Is because culturally that's where we at with the carnival vibes and the rake and scrape, and that's just an easy way to get out there. Is that always good? Your opinion as a producer, is that always good for a R&B artist or predominantly a ballad singer to cross over in that lane just because they're in the Bahamas and the demand is cultural music?
Is it always good for their artistry? It's gonna really depend. I think mostly it may not be a good thing, but you're gonna have those few people that are able to cross over that are that talented where it really doesn't matter what they're doing. But them surviving as an artist, if you gotta pay your bills and if you're doing music, then you kind of have to meet the demand, you know.
That's basically what you would say. You know, if the demand is there and you could handle yourself to do it, then just meet it. All right. Well, Freddie, go ahead. Let persons know if they want to get this hit track from Gotstyks Studios, how they can go about doing that, your social media, your contacts, all that good stuff, so our viewers can stay in contact.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Freddie Gotstyks. That's FreddieGotstykz. Freddie Gotstyks. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. You can email me at gotstyksmusic@gmail.com.
There you have it, folks. It's been another exciting session of In the Boot with the homie Freddie Gotstyks. Seymour doing it big. Once again, bro, congratulations and everything, man. Appreciate you. Continue doing for the culture. Listen, as always, if you want to win, you just got to keep on doing it. Be creative, be authentic, rise to the top. And hey, just be the best version of yourself, all right? Until next time, it's VMac. See you later. Peace.